Skills Practice worksheet for section 4.4. We want to find the value of x so that line C is parallel to line D. So the first thing you need to do is recognize the relationship that the angles that they give you have. So this obtuse angle is 135. This angle that's 4x minus 3 lives right here. It's the acute angle. Those are consecutive interior angles. So these angles are not the same. An obtuse angle and an acute angle will never be the same. So if that's 135, you know this one is 45 because that's what adds with this to give you 180. So we know that that angle must be 45 degrees. So we know that 4x equals 48, and then x is 12. If x equals 12, these lines will be parallel. If it's anything else, they will not be parallel. We'll move over to number 6. We want these lines to be parallel. These angles are alternate interior angles. If the lines need to be parallel, alternate interior angles need to be the same. So if that's 24 degrees, this angle must be 24 degrees as well. So 5 times a number minus 11 equals 24. We'll add 11 to both sides and then divide by 5. If x is 7, the lines will be parallel. If it's anything else, they're not going to be parallel. Number 7, same type of thing. You want the lines to be parallel. These angles are alternate exterior. If that angle is 85 degrees, this angle needs to be 85 degrees. Alternate exterior angles need to be the same. So 9 times a number plus 4 equals 85. X is 9. That would make the lines parallel. For the next section, you're going to name the pairs of parallel lines or segments. Just because they look like they're parallel doesn't mean that they are. You need to use one of those 4 methods we talked about in this section to prove that the lines are parallel. So if these are alternate exterior angles and they're the same, that creates parallel lines. So how do they want you to name these lines? I don't really know. I guess I'll use a lowercase a and a lowercase b. So line A and line B are parallel. This one's going to be a little bit easier to name because now there's points. There was nothing like that over here. So you're looking for angle relationships like alternate interior angles. Notice how they're the same. If those are the same, then the lines that make them, those ones, I'll actually use a highlighter here, it'd be easier to see. Those lines need to be parallel. So line AB and line DE are parallel. We can't say that these lines are parallel to any of the other lines because they touch them. Let's skip down to number 13. You're looking for angles that are the same or that are supplementary. These ones are not supplementary. Notice how they don't add up to 180. So the lines that make them are not parallel. But these ones are the same. And the lines that make those, a little bit easier to see when you block off that line, it's these 2 horizontal looking lines. That's lines C and D. So we know that these lines must be parallel because these alternate exterior angles are the same. We also know that these 2 lines are not parallel because these angles did not add up to 180.